Hi and welcome back to Blossom Themes YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how you can create a stunning coaching website using Blossom Coach free theme. If you are a coach, mentor, speaker or therapist and want to create a site that highlights you and your services to improve your followings without any knowledge of coding, then this is the video for you. So let's get started. I will start by giving you a quick tour of the demo page so that you do have an idea of what you get with our theme. But first, to have access to Blossom Coach free theme, you'll have to go to our website, blossomthemes.com. Go to Shop section, go to Free Themes, and then click on Blossom Coach free theme. I have also added link in the description box below to the sales page of Blossom Coach free theme, so you can go ahead and check that out. If you scroll down to have access to the live demo page, you have to click on live demo button. I have already opened the live demo page in this tab, so I will be explaining and exploring the demo page from this tab only. Let me cross this one out. We will start with the header section right over here. Right on top, you get a notification bar where you can display your newsletter, and over here you can also display your contact information. You can integrate various social media links over here. You get a navigation menu. You also get to create a unique site identity for yourself, a beautiful banner section where you can display an image or a video, a welcome message like this, and also display a newsletter section to improve your subscription. Scroll down, this is the client logo section where you can display the logos of all the clients that you have already worked with. The About Us section to introduce yourself and your company. The Call to Action section where you can add a catchy line like this, add in a call to action button urging your visitors to take action. The Testimonial section where you can add testimonials given by the clients that you have already worked with. This is a very important way through which you can build trust among your new users. You can add in their picture, their names, their positions, and their words of trust for you and your services and your company. The Service section where you can display various services that you and your company provides. The Blog section where you can write and publish the articles and stories that are related to your field. This is another call to action section. So apart from the call to action section over here, you also get another call to action section right beneath the blog section. Again, you can add in a catchy line or phrase, add in a call to action button urging your visitors and users to take action. The Contact section where you can display your contact details. The Newsletter section, and this is also very important for email marketing. The Footer area where you can display the widgets of your choice. This theme allows widgets in 4 different footer areas. The Footer Copyright section where you can edit out certain portion of the text, but the entire footer copyright text can only be edited out in our Pro theme. You also get a back to top button like this so that your users or even you yourself can get to the top from any part of your website. Let's explore some of the pages. Let's go to our blog page. So this is what your blog page looks like. On the left hand side are the blog posts, and on the right hand side are the widgets. The widgets can range from a simple search bar to author bio sidebar, Instagram widget, various categories, category slider, newsletter widget, recent posts widget, social media links and icons widgets, popular post widgets, and so on. You can add in the widgets of your choice, and how you can add them is included in the video. So do not miss any portion of the video. Let's explore one of the blog posts. So this is how your individual blog posts look like. Again, on the left hand side is your blog post. And on the right hand side is the sidebar, which you can choose to display or not display. Let's go back to our home page. So now we will go to the sales page of Blossom Coach WordPress theme. And now we will explore some of the other important and cooler features of Blossom Coach free theme. As you can see from the right hand side over here, Blossom Coach is rated 5 stars. There are 15 reviews. You can go through them if you wish to. Here are the side-by-side comparison between Blossom Coach Free and Pro theme. If you wish to go for the Pro theme or just find out the differences between the two, then you can go through this chart. So as I mentioned before, Blossom Coach is a free WordPress theme which is specially designed to create websites for coaches, mentors, speakers, and therapists. If you do not have any prior knowledge of coding, that is not a problem at all. You can create a stunning website by using this theme. So here are the features. This theme will look as beautiful on smartphones and tablet devices as they look on PC. So you can safely say that Blossom Coach WordPress theme passes the Google Mobile Friendly test, which also means better rankings in search results and better user experience. The theme is also SEO Optimized and schema.org friendly, which will help you rank your blog above the others on a search results page, and you will always have an edge over your competitors. It is also speed optimized, which lets your visitors enjoy a smooth browsing experience. You get a beautiful banner or slider section like the one we saw in our demo page, where you can also feature a newsletter with static image or a video with a display of greeting message. The About section to introduce yourself, the Service section where you can arrange or outline various services which your business offers, the Testimonial section from your satisfied customers, which will help you build trust in your business among your new users, the Blog section where you can keep your visitors updated with latest stories and articles, the Call to Action section, Back to Top button. You get 3 different blog layouts and the layout pictures are given over here. You can check them out. You can also easily integrate your social media links into your header section. With Blossom Coach free theme, you can change the primary and the secondary font of your entire site. You also get an author box, and this is added to every post page layout to help readers connect with the authors. The newsletter section and widget, which combined will help you grow your email subscribers. Blossom Themes also comes with extensive documentation, which is very easy to understand even to the WordPress beginners, and it can help you get your site up and ready in no time. Blossom Coach free WordPress theme is also WooCommerce ready, which means you can start a powerful online store and sell all kinds of products for effective site monetization. It is also Widgets ready. It is cross-browser compatible. With easy legibility, Blossom Coach also optimizes the visual appeal of your content so that your visitors enjoy what they are reading on the screen. It is also translation ready so that you can translate the theme in your local language. It is also RTL scripts ready, which supports a right-to-left RTL scripts like Arabic along with left-to-right LTR languages. Our themes are regularly updated with latest security and technical standards, which keeps your websites safe from various vulnerabilities. With the help of our friendly and quick support team, you can easily get assistance regarding the theme. I have also added the link to creating the support ticket in the description box below so that you can reach out to them if you have any confusions, questions, queries, or even ideas. They would be more than happy to help you. Now I will show you how you can download Blossom Coach free theme from our site. Simply click on Download Now. All you have to do is fill in the details here, then click on Download Now. After you have clicked on Download Now, the theme will be emailed to you in your email address in a zip format. Now I will log into my WordPress dashboard and I will show you how you can install and activate the Blossom Coach free theme. To install and activate Blossom Coach free theme, you'll first of all have to log in to your WordPress dashboard. Go to Appearance, click on Themes, click on Add New, click on Upload Theme. Here you can click on Choose File and select the file that you have received in a zip format, or you can also drag and drop the zip file. There is also another way, and this way it is even more easier to install and activate Blossom Coach free theme. From the search bar, simply search for Blossom Coach free theme. Type in Blossom Coach over here. Here the theme has appeared. Now click on Install and click on Activate. Now another important step would be to begin installing the plugins. So click on Begin Installing Plugins. Select all the plugins from here. From the drop-down option, select Install and click on Apply. Again, select all the plugins. This time from the drop-down option, select Activate and click on Apply. The plugins have been installed and activated successfully, and these plugins will come in handy when you later have to add various features to your site, so do not miss this step. Next, we will access our customizer. To do that, go to Appearance and then click on Customize. I'm going to open Customizer in the new tab. These are the customizer settings that you get with Blossom Coach free theme. I will give you a quick tour of all the customizer settings. If you click on Pro Available View Pro Theme, it will take you to the Pro version of Blossom Coach theme. From here, you can access the demo and the documentation pages, so feel free to explore those pages by clicking on the links that are provided here. Next is the site identity. From here, you can create a unique site identity for your site. Next is the appearance settings. From here, you can change the background color of your site. You can add background image. You can change the primary and the secondary font of your entire website from typography. From under layout settings, you have two options. The first one is to select the blog page layout. There are 3 different blog page layouts that are available. From under General Sidebar Layout, you can easily configure your page, your post, and your default sidebar layout. Next is the Frontpage settings. The first option is to customize the banner section. You can add client section. You can add an about section, add a call to action section, testimonial section, service section, blog section, simple call to action section, and a contact section. From under general settings, you can configure your header settings. You can integrate various social media links and icons. You can configure your SEO settings, post blogs and pages settings, add in and configure your newsletter settings. From under menus, you can create and add a navigation menu to your site. This theme allows menu in the primary location, which is the location right over here. From under widgets, you can add a sidebar widget and footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. From under homepage setting, you can choose your homepage display as either latest posts or a static page. From under footer settings, you can edit out the footer copyright text right over here, but only a certain portion of it can be edited. The full footer copyright text can only be edited in our Pro theme. With additional CSS, you can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. Now we will go ahead and start creating our site, and we will start with site identity. The first option is to add a site logo. So if you already have your site logo, you can upload it and make it appear as your site logo over here. You simply have to click on select logo and you have to upload the file. Click on select file. Select your site logo. Click on open. I have added the recommended image size dimensions in the description box below, so make sure you check that out before you go ahead and upload your images. I will upload all of my images at once. So again, click on select files. Select your site logo. Click on select. You have the option to crop your image or skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping. And your site logo will appear over here. You also have the option to add the site title of your choice. You simply have to remove the site title that is given over here and add in the title of your choice. So all the changes that you make on the left hand side will display on the right hand side over here. Similarly, you can remove the tagline that is given over here in default and add in the tagline of your choice. Remove it. If you only want to make your site logo appear and your site title and tagline disappear, you can also do that. Simply uncheck this little box and your site title and tagline will not be shown anymore. As opposed to when you check in this little box, they will be shown. Here there are more options, that is to change the site title font and style and also to change the site title font size. You simply have to select the font of your choice from the list of available fonts, which will change the font style of your site title. And the style varies upon the kind of font family that you choose. You can also increase or decrease your site title font size. I'm going to select the font family just like how it was before, but you can go ahead and make your preference. Another option is to add a site icon. So click on select site icon, select your site icon, then click on select. You have the option to crop or not crop the image. I'm going to skip cropping again. And here, this is what your site icon is and looks like. I would highly recommend you to have a site icon because it is not only important for your users or your visitors to identify your site, but also to build your brand identity. After you are done, click on Publish. If you want to have a look at your website, go over to your dashboard and hover your mouse around this little house icon over here. Then click on Visit Site. I'm going to open the link in the new tab again. So this is what your site looks like currently. We will go back. Now we will add various social media links to our website. For that, go to General Settings and right under Header Settings, click on Social Media Settings. The first thing that you will have to do is enable the social media links. Now click on Add New Links. From here, search for the icon. The process is very simple. For example, if you had to add in the Facebook social media link, simply search for Facebook or type in a few related keywords. Here, the Facebook icon has appeared. Click on it. Inside of this link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your Facebook page. As soon as you add in the link, you must have noticed the link appears right on top over here. Following the same process, I'm going to add all of the social media links. After you have finished adding all of your social media links, click on Publish. You go back to your site, give it a refresh, and they are appearing right over here. Next, we will also configure our header settings. So click on it, and enable the header search first, which will make the search button appear over here, and also add a newsletter in your header section. We will skip this portion for now as we have not configured or created our newsletter, but after I have added the newsletter to the site, I will definitely show you how you can make newsletter appear on your header section. For now, I'm going to add in the phone and the email address under the respective boxes. Click on Publish to save the changes. You go back to your site, give it a refresh, and the details, contact details that you had added will appear on your header section. Back to our customizer. Now, the next important step before we start configuring any of the other customizer settings is to configure our homepage settings, which will determine our homepage display. Under homepage displays, you have two options here. The first one is to have your latest post displayed as your homepage. If you select your latest post, then all of your latest blog posts will be shown as your homepage display. But if you select a static page, then you will have a different homepage and all of the blog posts will be stored under the blog page. Here, the home and the blog pages have been created in default, which means we do not have to go over to our dashboard and create a separate home and a blog page. If you go back to your dashboard, then go to Pages and click on All Pages, you can see that the home and the blog pages have been created in default. That means we no longer have to create a separate home and a blog page. But let's just say that these two pages were not created in default. In that case, what you could do is, from the customizer, you'd have to click on Add New Page and give a title to your home page. Then click on Add and do the same thing for your posts page. Then click on Add. This creates a separate page for your home page and a separate page for your blog page. And all of the customizer settings under Frontpage settings can only be configured and made visible on your front page or your home page if you have chosen a static page as your homepage display. If you choose your latest post, that is not possible as only your blog posts will be displayed throughout your homepage. So we will go ahead and choose a static page. I'm going to remove these quickly. If you have any more queries or confusions about homepage settings, then make sure you leave your queries down in the comment section below, or you can create a support ticket to raise your question. Let's go back. And now we will create our very first post. Let's go back to our dashboard. Go to Post, click on Add New. I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create your very first post using the Gutenberg editor, so make sure you check that out. I will give you a brief explanation from here. Add in the title over here, add in your content over here. From under Post, you can create new categories and assign them to your blog post. From here, you can add in tags. From here, you can set the featured image for your blog post. From here, you can choose the sidebar layout. I will not go into this now. I will come back when I am explaining the general sidebar layout. So I will skip this portion. Now, let me add in some title and content first. If you want to add in an image, you can simply click on this plus icon over here. Click on Image. You can either upload the image or select the one from the media library. Select the image, click on Select, and your image will appear over here. You can create and assign the categories to your post. To create a new category, click on Add New Category. Give your category a name. You can either click on Enter or you can also click on Add New Category button over here. What you can do is you can create all the categories at once, and at the time of creating the post, you can assign the category for specific posts. So let me add all of the categories at first. If I want to add in all 4 categories to this post, then I can check in all of the categories, or let's just say I want to add only career, then I can uncheck the rest of the categories from here. That way, only career category will be assigned to this particular post. I'm going to assign all of these categories for this post. Now to add the tags, you can enter the tag name, but make sure you separate the tags with commas or the enter key. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image, then select the image of your choice, click on Set Featured Image. Now, click on Publish. The post has been created. If you click on View Post, I'm going to open this link in the new tab. This is how our very first blog post looks like. Everything looks alright, except for this link over here, which is showing a bit weird as the date and everything is showing. So let's go ahead and fix our permalink. To do that, back to our dashboard, go to Settings, click on Permalinks. From under Common Settings, instead of DN name, select Post Name. Click on Save Changes. Now go back to the same post, and if you refresh it, you will see an error of 404. It is showing because this link does not exist anymore. So what we will do is, we will go to our blog page first, click on it, and as you can see, the permalink is changed and only the post name is showing in the permalink. It is looking clean and crisp. For now, this is the only post that we have created so far in our site. Let me pause the video and create a few more posts, then we can continue with our video. As you can see from the screen, I have added a few more posts. Now we will access our customizer again from under Appearance. Open the customizer. So all of the blog posts that I have created are showing here. And if you go back to our site, give it a refresh, you can also see all of the blog posts appearing over here. Right now, the latest post has appeared right on top in the banner section. We will configure that now. So back to our customizer again, to the front page settings, and we will configure our banner section. Under banner options, we have 3 different options. The first one is to disable the banner section. If you select this option, the banner section will disappear completely. If you select the third option, that is to have a banner as a slider, then you have 2 more options to select as your slider content style. If you select latest posts, then all of your latest blog posts will appear on your banner slider like this. You also have the option to select the number of slides. For example, if I choose 6 number of slides, then 6 slides will appear in your banner section as a slider. From here, you can select the slider animation. Instead of latest posts, you can also select category. And if you select category, you have one more option to choose the slider category. And whichever category you choose, the posts from that particular category will be displayed in your banner section. For example, if I select career as the slider category, then all of the posts that will appear on the banner section will belong to career category. The second option is to select a static or a video newsletter banner. Here you have 3 different options. The first one is to have a header video displayed as your banner. So you can select a video and make it display in your banner section over here, but make sure that you read the information that is given here regarding the video file format and also the dimension of your video. If you want to add the video, all you have to do is click on Select Video. You can either upload file or select the one from the media library. Let's upload a file. Select your desired video. Click on Open. Click on Choose Video, and that particular video will appear as your banner. You can add in the shortcode over here, but for now, because I have not created a newsletter yet, I'm going to skip this portion, but I will come back to this when I have created and added a newsletter to our website. Let me remove this. If you happen to own a YouTube channel, you can also display the video from your YouTube channel as your banner. To do that, simply go to your YouTube channel first. Select the video. Copy the video link. Come back to the customizer and paste the link to that video under Enter a YouTube URL box. And that video will appear as your banner. I have removed this. Instead, you can also add a static image as your banner, like the one it is showing on the screen. This is the suggested image which you can easily use. If you want to add in another image of your choice, then you have to click on Hide Image. Click on Add New Image and select the image of your choice, which will be displayed as your banner. I'm going to select the suggested image, but you can go ahead and make your preference. As for making the banner newsletter appear, as I have mentioned before, I will come back to this option when I have created and added newsletter to our website. Click on Publish to save the changes. Back to your site, give it a refresh, and your banner is now showing. Let's go back. Next is the Client section. Under Client section, you can display the logos of various clients that you have previously worked with, which will really help you build your brand credibility among your users. So click on Add a Widget for that. As it is given over here, you have to add the Blossom Client Logo widget. So simply search for Blossom Client Logo widget from the search bar, or you can also manually select it. I can see it right over here, so I'm not going to search for it from over here. Click on the widget, add in the title from here. Click on Add Another Logo. Click on Upload. Select your client logo. Click on Select. Here you have to add in the feature link to the page or the post that you want your visitors to land on when they click on this link over here. That way you can link a particular page to this logo. Go ahead and add in the link if you want to. Then you have to click on Apply, which will make the logo appear over here. You can add all of the logos at once and click on Apply at the end when you have finished adding all of your logos. So following the same process, I'm going to keep on adding more logos. After you have finished adding all of your logos, you can click on Apply. You also have the option to display your client logos in black and white and also allow your visitors or users to open the client logo links that you have added here in the same tab. So go ahead and tick in the options if you wish to. If not, then you can leave these options unchecked. Click on Publish. If we go back to our site and we give it a refresh, then all of the client logos are now showing here. Let's go back, and the next is the About section. But before we go into this, we have to create an About page. So back to our dashboard. To create a new page, go to Pages and click on Add New. All you have to do is add in the title and the content. From under Page, you have to set the featured image from here. So let me add in the title, the content first. Click on Set Featured Image. Then select the image that you want in your About section. Click on Set Featured Image and click on Publish. The page has been published. If you open this link in the new tab, then this is what your About page looks like. We'll go back and we will access the customizer once again. Then we will go to Frontpage Settings again, go to About section, click on Add a Widget, and this time we will add Blossom featured page, which is given right over here. If you want to search for the widget, simply type in featured page widget over here, which will make the widget appear over here without you having to search for it manually. Then click on it. So from under Page, you have to select the About page which we have just created from the dashboard. Select it. Now to make the image appear, you have to check in Show Featured Image box. If you want to show the full page content, you can also check in Show Full Page Content option over here. If you do not wish to show full page content, you can instead check in Show Read More option, which will add a Read More button like this, of which the text you can change from Read More text box over here. Just remove this text that is given over here and type in the text of your choice, which will be shown over here. And you have the option to let your users open your About page in the same tab. I am going to show the full page content. You can also align your image from right to left. After you have made your selection, click on Publish. Back to your site, give it a refresh, and your About page, or About section rather, is now showing. Next is the Call to Action section. So click on Add a Widget. As it is given over here, you have to add Blossom Call to Action widget. So it is already showing over here. Click on it. You have to add in the title, description, select the number of call to action buttons, add in the button 1 label, button 1 link. If you have chosen 2 call to action buttons, then you have to add in the button to label and button to link as well. So let me first of all add in the details first, starting with title. Add in the description here. I will select only one call to action button. You have to add in the button 1 label here and add the link to the page where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button 1 label. For example, if your button 1 label is read, then you have to add in the link to that particular page, which will give more information about the call to action section over here. Only after you add in the link or your call to action button will be shown over here. Let me change the button 1 label to read more. You also have the option to select your button alignment from right to centered. If you want to change the background color, you have to click on Select Color. Select the palette from the color palettes over here. Then you move around your pointer and your slider. Then go ahead and select the color of your choice. Instead, if you want to add in a background image, you simply have to click on Upload, then select the background image of your choice, click on Select, and your call to action background image will be set over here. Click on Done and click on Publish to save the changes. You go back to your site, give it a refresh, and your call to action section is now showing. Next is the testimonial section. Again, as it is given over here, click on Add a Widget, add Blossom Testimonial Widget. Simply search for testimonial from the search bar. Here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Now you have to add in the name of your client, the designation, and the testimonial. So fill in all the details here first. To upload the image, click on Upload, select the image of your client, click on Select, and click on Done. Following the same process, I have added one more testimonial. Click on Done. If you want to add in the title for your testimonial section, you can do so by adding a text widget. So click on Add a Widget and search for the text widget by typing in text on the search bar, then click on the widget. You can drag and drop it right on top and add in the title here. After which, your title will be shown over here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. The next one is the service section for you to outline the services that you and your business provides to your users. To add the title of our service section, we will add a text widget here as well. Search for text widget, click on it, and add in the title here first. Click on Done. And now, as it is given over here, search for Blossom icon text and add it. Click on Add a Widget. You can search for the widget from here, but because I can see the widget right over here, I will click on the widget. Now, add in the title, the description here. If you want to upload the icon, you can click on Upload and select the icon for your services. Or you can also search for the icon from here. You can add in the Read More label over here and the Read More link. Again, this will be the featured link to the particular service page that you want your visitors to land on when they click on the Read More label. So let's go ahead and let's add our title first. To upload the icon, as I said before, you can either upload it from here or you can search for the icons from here. For business coaching service, if I want to add in the feature of a briefcase, I only have to search for it from here. Simply click on it, which will show over here. You can add in the Read More label and the Read More link over here. After you add in the Read More link, the button will be shown over here. But I do not want to add the Read More button here. If you wish to add, you can go ahead and do that. Click on Done. Following the same process, I have added more services to the service section. After you are done adding all of your services, click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh. Here is your testimonial section, and here are the services that you have added in your service section. We'll go back. Next is the blog section, which has already been enabled in default. If you disable this, by disabling the toggle here, it will not be shown anymore. If you enable it, the blog section will be displayed. You can edit the blog title from here and the Read More label, which is currently showing as Read More, from here. You simply have to remove the titles that are given over here and add in the title or the label of your choice. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the simple call to action section. Now for this, again, you have to click on add a widget, and just like how we added call to action above, you have to add in the same widget, which is the Blossom call to action widget. So click on it. Again, you have to add in the title, description, choose the number of call to action buttons, add in the button 1 label, link, choose the button alignment, set the background color for your call to action section, or upload an image. So let's go ahead and fill out the details here, starting with the title. Again, I'm going to select number of call to action buttons as 1 and add in the button label. And add in the link to the page where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this label. So just for example, if you have created a separate page where they can find out more information about whatever information that you have provided over here, you have to add in the link to that particular page. And here the button has appeared. You can select the background color from here. Again, select the color from the palette. Then move around your pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice, or you can also upload an image. I'm going to let the background color for my simple call to action section. Then click on done and click on publish. Next is the contact section. We have to click on add a widget again, and this time we have to add the Blossom contact widget first and text widget later. So you can search for Blossom contact widget from here, but it is showing right over here where I can see it. So I'm going to click on it. So these are basically all the contact details that you want your visitors to use to get in touch with you or contact you directly. I'm going to add in all of the details here. If you want to add in various social media links, you have to click on add social icon, search for your desired social media icon. For example, if you want to add in Facebook, type in Facebook over here to search for the Facebook icon. Click on the icon after it has appeared. Under the link, you have to add in the link to the official social media pages to the respective link boxes. Following the same process, I have added more social media links. After you are finished adding all of your social media icons, click on apply and they will display right over here. Click on done. Next, click on add a widget, and this time you have to add in the text widget. So type in text in the search bar and here it has appeared. Add in the title here and the description. To embed a contact form, you have to go back to the dashboard, go to plugins, click on add new, and we will have to install and activate Contact Form 7 plugin. Simply search for Contact Form 7 from the search bar over here. This is the plugin that we are looking for, Contact Form 7. And click on install now. Then click on activate. The Contact Form 7 plugin has been installed and activated, after which the contact will be shown over here. So hover your mouse around contact, then click on contact forms. You simply have to copy the shortcode from here, then go back to the customizer and paste it, which will make the contact form appear in your contact section. Click on done and click on publish to save your changes. You go back to your site give it a refresh. As you can see, the simple call to action and your contact section is now showing on your site. We are finally done with all of our front page settings. And now we'll go to the top. Right after site identity, we had left out appearance settings and the layout settings. So let's go ahead and configure our appearance settings. Starting with color. From here, you can set the background color for your entire site. Click on Select Color, then select the color from the palette over here. Move around the pointer and the slider to come to the color of your choice. The color change will be reflected to your whole site. And if you want to go back to the default color, simply click on Default, which will set the color back to default. Next is the background image. With the help of this option, you can set the image as the background of your site. Click on Select Image, then select the image of your choice. Click on Choose Image, and that particular image will appear as your background image. From under Preset, you have various options for the image. You can go ahead and play around with these options and select the one that you like the most. You can also change the position of your image to various directions from here. From under Image Size, you can select the size of your image from Original to Fit to Screen to Fill Screen. And the given options to repeat or not repeat the background image and scroll or not scroll with the page can be chosen, or you can also skip this as per your choice. For example, if I uncheck the Scroll with Page option, then my background image will not scroll with page, as opposed to when I select Scroll with Page, the background image will scroll with the page. I'm going to remove the background image because I do not want it for my site. Next is the typography. From here, you can select your primary and secondary font. So these are your primary fonts that are showing over here, and these are your secondary fonts. If you want to select the primary font, you can go ahead and select the one from the list of available fonts, which will change the entire primary fonts. And similarly, if you want to change in the secondary font, you have to select the font of your choice, which will determine the font style of your entire secondary fonts, which will be reflected throughout your website. I'm going to select the primary and secondary font back to the way it was before, but you can go ahead, play around with the options, and you can settle for the best. Don't forget to hit on Publish if you have made any changes. Next is the layout settings. The first option is the blog page layout. So let's go over to our blog page. The first option of layout is chosen as the current layout. You can go ahead and select the second or the third layout. I'm going to stick with the first option. Next is the general sidebar layout. So the concept of the page and the post sidebar layout is same, which is why I will be explaining the post sidebar layout. You can apply the same concept to the page sidebar layout. From here, you can select the general sidebar layout for all of your posts. So for now, if you randomly open some of the posts, you will see that all of these posts have right sidebar layout to them. And that is because the default sidebar layout has been chosen as right sidebar layout from the customizer. If you select left sidebar layout as your default sidebar layout, click on Publish, go back to the same posts, give them a refresh, then you will see that all of these posts have the left sidebar layout. You can choose from 4 of these options as your default post sidebar layout, but the cool thing is you can select different sidebar layout for each of your blog posts. So let's just say that for this particular post you want a right sidebar layout, for this particular post you want no sidebar layout, and for this particular post and the rest of the posts you want them to have the left sidebar layout, then that is also possible. For that, just remember the post name, then we will go back to our dashboard, go to posts, click on all posts, search for that particular post. It is here, click on edit. Now scroll all the way to the bottom, and the sidebar layout option which I had left out at the time of creating the blog post, I will cover this now. So because we want the right sidebar layout for this particular post, we're going to select the right sidebar layout from under sidebar layout options and click on update. Now if we go back to the same post, give it a refresh, the sidebar layout has come to the right. But if you go to the next post, give it a refresh, it still has left sidebar layout, and it is the same with another post. In a similar way, if we change the sidebar layout of this post, just remember the name, go back to all posts, search for that particular post, then click on edit, go all the way to the bottom and select the one without any sidebar. You can either go for full width centered or another option. Click on update, go back, give it a refresh. You will see that this post does not have any sidebar to it. But for another post and for the rest of the posts, it will still have the left sidebar layout, because the general sidebar layout which we had chosen as left sidebar layout is still applied to this and the rest of the posts. But it is not applied for these 2 posts because we have manually chosen them from the dashboard from under sidebar layout option. You can also select your sidebar template from the sidebar layout option at the time of creating the post. If you have any more queries or confusions about the sidebar layout options, then you can drop them down in the comment section below. I will answer all of your queries. I'm going to cross these tabs out and I'm going to select the right sidebar layout as the general sidebar layout and click on publish. Next is the default sidebar layout. So this is the general sidebar layout for whole site. And if you select no sidebar layout, the sidebar layout will disappear completely. If you select left sidebar layout, the sidebar layout will appear on left. If you select the right sidebar layout, the sidebar will appear on the right. Click on publish to save the changes. We are done with our layout settings and we are also done with our front page settings. Next is the general settings. From under general settings, we have covered the header settings except for the header newsletter. We have covered the social media settings. Next is the SEO settings. The first option is to enable the last updated post date. So if you open one of your blog posts, you will see that the updated date is showing over here. If you disable to show the last updated post date, then the last updated post date will not be shown, as opposed to when you enable it, the last updated post date will be shown. Next is to enable the breadcrumb. So this right here is the breadcrumb. If you disable it, the breadcrumb will not be shown anymore. But I would recommend you to enable your breadcrumb because it helps your user to navigate their way throughout your website. You can also change the breadcrumb home text from home to anything else that you like. Simply remove the breadcrumb home text and type in the text of your choice. I'm going to revert it back. Click on publish to save the changes. Next is Post Blogs and Pages Settings. The first option is to hide prefix in archive page. So archive pages are your tags pages, your categories pages, and so on. I'm going to open one of the category pages. Let's open business category page. So currently the prefix is not hidden. If you enable to hide the prefix, it will be hidden or not shown. Next, you can also enable or disable your blog excerpt. So these are your blog excerpts. If you disable this, full content for each of your blog posts will be displayed in your blog page. So when you enable it, only the excerpts will be shown. From here, you can select your excerpt in length. So if you select 85 as your excerpt length, it will display 85 words in each of your blog posts as excerpts. From here, you can change the read more text from continue reading to anything else that you want. If you open one of the blog posts and go right at the bottom, these are the related posts that are showing right now. If you disable this, they will not be shown anymore. And if you enable it, they will display. From here, you can change the related post section title from you may also like to anything else that you want. So it can be related posts. For each of your blog posts, the categories get shown like this. If you choose to hide the categories will not be shown for any of your blog posts. Next option is to hide the post author. So this is the post author. If you disable it, it will not be shown anymore. Next option is to hide the posted date. So we will go to the top again. This is the posted date. If you disable this, neither the posted date nor the updated will be shown in your blog posts. And when you disable this, it will be shown. Next is to disable or enable the featured image that is showing here. If you disable the show featured image option, the image will not be shown anymore. As opposed to when it is enabled, it will be shown. After you have made all of your choices, click on Publish. Let's go back, and the next is the newsletter section. So we will go to our home page. Before we enable our newsletter section, we have to make a few configuration from the dashboard itself. So back to our dashboard again, go over to Blossom Themes email newsletter and click on Add New. I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create a newsletter and add it to your site. So make sure you check that video out. From here, you have to add in the title. From under Field Settings, you can either choose name and email or you can only choose email. If you choose name and email, both your name and email placeholder will be shown. If you choose only email placeholder will be shown. I'm going to choose name and email, and you can change the name, email, and submit button labels from the respective boxes. You can enable your GDPR checkbox if you wish to. You can add in the form note over here, which is basically asking your users and visitors to subscribe to you with a greeting message. From here, you can set the background color. If you wish to add the background image, you can select this option and upload your desired image from here. You can also enable the image to overlay on background. From here, you can select the font color. Go ahead and fill in all the details here first, starting with the title. I will add or select the background color. So click on background color. We have to select the color palette, move around the pointer and the slider to get to the color of our choice, or we can also add in the hex value. For our font color, click on select color. I'm going to select black and click on Publish. The newsletter has been published. Now the next thing would be to copy the shortcode over here, then go back to our customizer. We will go all the way to the bottom and now enable our newsletter section and then paste the newsletter shortcode. After which the newsletter will appear on your website. Click on Publish. If you remember, we have missed out adding newsletter right on top on the header section and also on the banner. So now that we have created the newsletter, I'm going to copy the same shortcode and we will go back to our header settings, paste our newsletter shortcode here, and your newsletter will appear right on top. If you wish to add in a different newsletter for your header section, you can also do that. So you simply have to go back to your dashboard once again, click on Add New to create a different newsletter, add in the title, add in name and email. I will skip the form note and enabling GDPR checkbox so as to make our newsletter header section friendly. Select the background color. Select the font color and click on Publish. Now we will copy the shortcode once again, go back to our customizer, we will remove this and paste the shortcode to the newsletter which we have just created. So you can create a different newsletter for your site and you can create a different newsletter for your header section, or you can use the same shortcode for both the areas in your site. The choice is yours. Click on Publish to save the changes. We will go back and once again we will copy this newsletter shortcode which we will display in the banner section over here. So we will go back to the front page settings, to banner section, paste the newsletter shortcode in the banner newsletter box, which will then make the newsletter appear on your banner section. The only thing I would like to change is the color. I will go back to the site, go to all newsletters, click on Edit. From under font color, I'm going to select white, then click on Update, and I will copy the shortcode once again, go back to Customizer, remove it and paste it again just as a way to refresh, and now the newsletter is showing on our banner section. If you have any questions or queries regarding this part, then make sure you drop the questions in the comment section below. We will click on Publish. Let's go back. Now we will go to menus. But before that, let's go back to our site and give it a refresh if you have not already. And you can see the changes that we have made. You can see the newsletter on the header section, newsletter on the banner. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can also see the newsletter which we have just created. And now we will jump to the menus. There are two ways through which you can create menus for your site. One is from the customizer and one is from the dashboard. For this particular video, I'm going to be creating the newsletter from the customizer, but I have added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create a navigation menu for your website. So make sure you check that video out. Click on Menus. Currently, the menu has been created in default. What I will do is I will delete this menu and create a fresh one. The process is very simple. Click on Create New Menu, then give your menu a name. Then select the menu location to primary, which is the location over here. Now click on Next. Click on Add Items. You can add various pages, you can add your categories, and so on. I'm going to add in the pages, home, blog, and about page. Then I'm also going to add some of my categories. You can also sort and toggle your menu items like this, and whichever order you put the menu items in, the same order will be shown or reflected on your site. Click on Publish If you wish to add in a custom link, you can simply go over here, add in the URL to the page or the post, add in the link text over here and click on Add to Menu. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, you can see the navigation menu has been added to our website. Next, I will show you how you can create a contact page and add it to your menu. For that, let's go back to our dashboard once again. We will go to the Contact plugin first. Go to Contact Forms. We will copy the shortcode once again. And now we will go to Pages. Click on Add New. Add in the title as Contact. And now paste the shortcode which you have just copied. Click on Publish. The contact page has been created. If you open the contact page in the new tab, you can see the contact form along with the message that you have added is now showing. If you want to change the layout, you can also do that. Simply select the sidebar layout from the options that are available here. I am going with full width centered sidebar layout and click on Update. Now you go back to your contact page once again, give it a refresh, and as you can see, the layout of your contact page has been changed. So once again, we will access the customizer. Go to Menus, go to Primary Menu, click on Add Items, select the contact page, and now your contact page has been added to your menu. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next, we will go ahead and configure our widgets. We will add the sidebar widgets first. So let's go to our blog page once again, and I will quickly remove all of the default sidebars that are showing over here. Now we can create a fresh one. So the first widget that we will add is Blossom Author Bio. So click on it. Now you have to add in the title, the author name. You can display your photo from Gravatar, or you can also upload your own photo. You can add in the description from here. If you have the graphic of your signature, then you can upload the photo from here, or you can also type out your signature from here. You can add in the button label and the button link. You can also add your social media profiles underneath your author bio section. So let's fill out all of the details, starting with the title. Click on Uploaded Photo, click on Upload, select the image, click on Select, which will appear over here. Add in the description. To display the signature, click on Upload Photo. Click on Upload, select your signature, click on Select, and it will appear right over here. Add in the button label and the button link over here. You can link your About page, so just go over to your site, go to your About page, copy the link to your About page, come back and paste the link to your About page. After which, the page will be linked to the button over here. To add social media profiles, the process is same just like how we added various social medias in our header section and also in other sections. So click on Add Social Profile, search for the social media icon. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Under the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your social media page. Following the same process, keep on adding all of the social media icons that you want to display underneath your author bio section. After you are finished adding all of your social media profiles, click on Apply and it will display right over here. Click on Done. So following the same process, you can click on Add a Widget, select the widget from the list of available widgets, and display them on your sidebar. You can add in Blossom Recent Post, Popular Post, Blossom Pinterest, Blossom Social Media, and so on. I have added few more sidebar widgets following the same process. Click on Publish. Now we will go back and we will start configuring our footer areas. For our footer area number 1, click on it. Adding the widgets to the footer areas is the same as adding widgets to sidebar. Click on Add a Widget, select the widget of your choice and add it to your footer areas. For our footer area number 1, let's see what we can add. We have a lot of highly customizable widgets over here. Let's go ahead and add Blossom Facebook page. Go ahead and add in the title. Add your Facebook page URL. You have various options that are given over here. You can also increase or decrease the height of your Facebook widget from here. After you have made all the changes, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. For our footer area number 2, click on Add a Widget. And I want to add Blossom Popular Post for my footer area number 2. So you can edit the title, select the number of posts, select the popular based on post views or comment count, and select the layout from 1, 2, and 3. Then you can also check in or uncheck the rest of the options that are given at the bottom. Click on Done and click on Publish. For our footer area number 3, click on Add a Widget. Let's go ahead and add Blossom Social Media widget. Again, you can change the title from here. Click on Add Social icon. Search for the social media that you want to add. If you want to add in Facebook, search for Facebook. If you want to add in Instagram, search for Instagram. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Over here, copy and paste the link to your official social media pages. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media links. After you are done, click on Apply and they will appear right over here. Click on Done and click on Publish. For our footer area number 4, click on Add a Widget. And this time, let's go ahead and add categories. So you can also search for the widget from here. Just type in categories. And I'm going to add in the list of the drop-down of categories, which will display like this. Click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. We are done with our homepage settings. And let's go back to our website, scroll all the way to the bottom, give it a refresh, and here are the footer area widgets that we have added. Next is the footer settings. So as I have mentioned many times before, we can only edit certain portion of the footer copyright text. Only this portion can be edited out. So instead of Copyright 2021 Coach, if you want to add in Blossom Coach or any other footer copyright text of your choice, then we simply have to add in the text over here, which will display right over here. With the Pro theme, you can also make the theme author and WordPress information disappear. Click on Publish to save the changes, and the last option is Additional CSS. From here, you can add your own CSS code and customize the appearance and layout of your site. All you have to do is paste your code over here and click on Publish. Let's go to the top, and now we'll go back to our homepage. So that was it about Blossom Coach free theme. Now we will go to our site, give it a final refresh, and we will take a look at what our site looks like. So that was it about Blossom Coach free WordPress theme. If you liked this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means a lot to us. Also make sure you follow us on all of our social media channels for more cooler updates. The links are in the homepage. If you have any queries, leave them down in the comment section below. If I have left anything out, do let me know. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.